Welcome back to another Thursday live painting with me and a chat and a smoke and have some coffee or tea or whatever. Hope you guys are well and you had a great day today. I had a great day myself. I actually started a new tattoo shop today in downtown Orlando. It's called the Citrus Archives Tattoo Collective. And I love the name, by the way, but it's a really dope shop. A lot of awesome artists there, and everybody's energy is really warm and welcoming. So I appreciate you guys. If you want to get something done, again, I'm in downtown Orlando, so just let me know. But yeah, I thought we'd paint some moths tonight. I haven't started another painting since I got honey done. I don't know if you saw that painting, but it was a honey dragon that I did. And yeah, just inspired really by the nectar. First off, dragons, hello, you already know I'm gonna paint some dragons and shit. But inspired by when I take care of the butterflies, as I've told you guys, the nectar water that I make for them with the sugar and the water, or the honey and the water mixed together so that they can get their sugar and all their electrolytes and everything they need when they drink. But that's kind of what inspired it to do it in that form of her being that type of dragon that nourishes and helps out the butterflies and the little creatures fluttering around her. So anyways, that's all done. I didn't have another one that I had started quite yet that wasn't in my sketchbook, so that's why I thought we'd just paint a moth or two. So let me know how your day's going. Get some colors poured out. At the end, you know, as I usually do, I'll pull a card so we can have a chat about whatever the card suggests that we need to chat about today. So I'm about out of this green, let me tell you. I'm gonna have to make a trip to the art store. Oh, that's what I love about the new shop too. It's 5 minutes from the art store, from Sam Flax, and it's 5 minutes from the RT art store that makes like prints and stuff. You can get prints and stickers done or whatever. So I've used them before. They make super dope prints, but I thought that was nice. They're both 5 minutes away from me, so it's easier for me, being that I live about 45 minutes away from downtown, to be able to go check those stores out when I'm already up there at work. So, and if I finish a painting or something up there, I can run it over, you know what I mean? Really excited about that, so. I do have some new designs up on my Instagram page, and actually on my whatchamacallit, my YouTube channel, but on the, just on the shorts. I put them up on the shorts too, but if you want to check those out, they're there for you. Mixing some colors together for my Luna moth here. Well, a version of a Luna moth. It's not the exact. I have two of them here. I think I'm gonna work on this one at the top with the flowers. But just get some nice greens going that I like. I was having a nice chat the other day. Let's see how many times I can say in this video. But I was having a nice chat the other day with someone, and we were talking about, I've seen this person kind of post about like not being kind of heard or not being appreciated from where they're from, and really not feeling seen or heard with the stuff that they create. And so we just had a bit of a chat about that. I've seen that. I've seen some posts about it, and some other people even speaking similarly, to where they just feel like they're not heard and they're not seen by their people, whether it be their hometown, whether it be their family, friends, whatever community, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, that they just don't feel seen or heard. And I was thinking on that a little bit and kind of connecting it back to where I had maybe learned that lesson or went through it already or something. Hold on, that's not what we're gonna do. Okay. We good? Is that on? Okay. I don't know. Sorry, I had to make sure that shit was on right. Anyway, and so again, I connected it back to some times where I maybe didn't feel seen or heard. Just like I'm out here screaming in the forest by myself, right? Like nobody's out here fucking hearing nothing I have to say, seeing nothing I'm putting out, like almost like overexerting myself to even try to have people see me and hear me, right? So, excuse me. So when I was thinking on that, I spoke with my friend about it. Like, there's a couple ways you can look at it, but one way that I brought up to him was that, you know, as we all know that we're all on different vibrations, right? Some people vibrate higher than others. Some people are just at a low vibe and stuck in the same loop, unfortunately. You know, we can do our best to try to help them get out of it, but sometimes it doesn't always work like that. So being that there's different vibrations of energies, we know that like energies attract like energies, correct? That doesn't mean you'll never see, if you're on a high vibe, you'll never see some dramatic shit going down or, you know, whatever, but it's quite less that it happens around you and that you have to deal with it because of the energy that you keep around you, if that makes sense. So keeping that in mind, I just pointed out to this person that maybe possibly because the place is not necessarily a super high vibe place, you know, there are some, in every town, every hometown, there are people that are going to hate on your success and really not be supportive of what you're doing. And it could just be that, you know, you're not doing anything better than them. You're just doing something with your life and they're not. If somebody has that much time to focus on you and what you're doing and has time to hate on you, then for one, you already know that they're not feeling too positive and confident about themselves because they have the time and effort to sit and chat and talk shit about others, right? So instead of doing something fulfilling with their life and all of that, then, you know, they just would rather sit down and talk shit about other people. So we all have those people around us, but remember, if that's the type of people that you know are out there and you're sharing some of your creativeness, anything that you are making, it could be food, it could be jewelry, art, music, no matter what it is, you can be sharing this with people. And if you're sharing it on people that are not on the same vibe as you are, they're never going to hear you. They are literally unable to hear what you have to say, to see what you're doing in the true natural light of things, of love, you know, from God, from Great Spirit. They're really unable to do that because they're not on the same wavelength. They're not tuned into the same radio station. They're not on the same vibe. So you can't be so hard on yourself, guys, if you're feeling unheard and unseen by those sometimes closest to us, sometimes that we just wish were maybe closer to us. You know, if they're not vibrating, like I said, on the same wavelength as you are, then they're just unable to hear you. So don't lower yourself to be with them. Are you like, you know, like, don't bring yourself down to them. Make sure you're bringing them up to you, right? So that's all we were talking about the other day. And I wanted to share that to make sure that you guys aren't being super harsh on yourselves, as creative people usually are. And this is any type of creation, you guys. Don't put it to any of the straight up categories that I said, you know what I mean? There's plenty of other creative categories out there that you guys could be doing, that just don't be hard on yourself if you feel like you're not being seen or heard. If it's something that's fulfilling to you and that you know that it's for you, then you just have to kind of wash out all the negativity and really stay on your path of what you want, because those that are meant to see you will see you. I promise you that. But if you're going to be stuck in the dwelling of, you know, the negative dwelling of not thinking anybody's going to see you, feeling very, you know, depressed and down on yourself and like you're not good enough, then you really won't be seen then either. You have to be able to see and hear yourself and to know that you're good enough and hold that worthiness up within yourself, okay? Anyway, shit, let me get some painting going over here. you guys are painting along, not the same thing obviously, but if you're out there painting and doing something too, let me know what it is. Let me know what you're working on. I would love to hear about it. So, all right. You know how many artists out there that aren't seen or heard, recognized for years and years and years and years and years, and then one day everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon? And that could be all gone again one day, you know what I mean? So if you do get recognized and you do get that recognition that you're seemingly, you know, striving for and wanting to go for, just remember it can always go back to the other way. So try not to, you know, attach yourself to that feeling too much, because it's the levels, the up and down levels, right, of life. It's the cycles of life go up and down, just like the cycles of the moon. You have your new moon going around to the full moon to release, back to the new moon for new opportunities, new cycle, new start, and all of that, right? So I love the color that Luna moths are. It looks like a transparent type of green, like a sage green with some lime green in there too. I don't know, it's just always been very beautiful to me. And having to do with the moon, as we were just talking about, being the Luna moth. Boogie's being a sweet, patient boy for me tonight. I owe him lots of playtime when I'm done with this tonight, because I've been at work most of the day. I had time to take him for his walk, and we had dinner and everything, but not a whole bunch of playtime. So when I'm done, I'm sure he's going to be mad and wanting some attention, which I'll gladly give to him. He deserves it. So he's a really good boy. We still got some things to work on. He's about to turn, what's today? The 11th. He's about to turn 7 months in about 4 days. So, that's cool. A little 7-month celebration here. Give him a cookie or something, you know. I do have some travel dates that I'll be getting together. I'm not traveling super soon, as I've been taking a bit of a break this year. But I have, and now these are dates for tattoo guest spots. So if you want to get tattooed by me, excuse me, if you like my work, or if you want to go check it out, Dragon Queen Creations with underscores in between the words is what my Instagram is. Or you can go to dragonqueen.ink, I-N-K, and check out my website and see some of my work on there. And you can also book a consultation. But some of the places I'm going to guest spot are Jacksonville, Daytona, Fort Lauderdale, Arkansas, Arizona, and Ohio. So if you're interested, you can email me also at dragonqueencreations@gmail.com. Frank, hi Frank. Yes, the good energy does. I'm doing good today. How are you guys doing? I'm so old, I know, geez. I'm like ancient. It's ridiculous, right? I'm at least 1,088. So that's what happens, you know, when we have to come back and help people. Thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, check my work out if you like my style. Jeez, fucking get my words together. If you like my style and stuff, dope. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me know if you guys have any pets out there. As most of you know, I have my little Buggy. He is a Dachshund mix, Wiener Dog mix. He's the cutest little shit ever. He's on my YouTube too. There's some cute little hi Micah. There's some cute little videos of him up there if you want to go check him out. But he does have a sister available if anybody's interested. She's a little different colorings than he is, but she's gorgeous too. They're all good pups. I would love to get some more pets. I was kind of thinking of eventually, you know, maybe sooner than later, but not super soon, getting another dog, rescuing another dog, an older dog. Not super old, but maybe like teenager-ish. Not as old as I am, right? Whoever was saying I'm old. But one that, you know, that he could have a playmate with, a brother or sister, whatever. It would probably be a brother. I usually get boy dogs for some reason. Though I love them all. It doesn't really matter. And, and have just a companion, you know what I mean? And somebody to play with and hang out with too when I'm unable to, or whatever. Maybe teach him some doggy stuff. Who knows, you know what I mean? And get another rescue out of the shelters, which is always a beautiful thing. I do definitely rescue. If I get a dog, Buggy came to me kind of by accident. He was an accidental litter and just needed a good home, and so I got helped out with getting him also, which was very, very helpful as far as getting some of his food and stuff together. So I was doing some transitioning and things like that, so very blessed to have him. I'd love to get some more reptiles in the future, some more beardies. Crested geckos. The other geckos. The other geckos, what are they called? The leopard geckos. Yeah. I'd love to get some of those guys. I love Uromastyx. If you've never seen the Uromastyx, go check those guys out. Those are super dope looking. So I would really love to grab some of those in the future. So I probably will get some stuff set up, and when I'm able to, I just have the one little aquarium right now, so. And make sure I have enough time for them, you know what I mean? I'm not just gonna get them to have them. Make sure that I have time that's balanced and take care of everything, so. I do a lot of watercolor paintings, but I also have done acrylic paintings and just a couple oil paintings. I like to try to get back into it actually and kind of experiment with it some more and get better at it. But just time, you know. There's a little bit of fear there, to be honest, too, that I'm not gonna do it right, or I'm gonna... Every time I try to do an oil painting, I swear I get something that I love going on it, and then I stick my hand in it and fuck it all up. So that's always fun. There was a really cool, what I thought was a moth the other day in my lanai, I think they're called. Is that the screened-in patio? Is that the correct word, lanai? Anyway, my grandma would tell me. Like I said, I thought it was a moth, and it was so cool looking. It is on my shorts. I did put her up. I don't know if she's a girl. I'm gonna say girl. I did post her up there. She was so gorge. So thought it was a moth, right? Like just checking her out. Didn't even realize she didn't even have the moth antennas like they do, the little fuzzies. And obviously Google image searched her, And it was a freaking butterfly. And I remember seeing one a few years ago now that I looked it up and recognize it, but they're called the long-tailed skipper butterfly. And they have like an aquamarine, almost bluish on their back to a green. It's really, really pretty. And she has the long tail, hence the name. And she's just big old beautiful bug eyes, and she was really pretty. So you can go check her out there if you want to too, and see what she looks like. But I do love watercolor painting, even though I don't necessarily use it in the traditional way that watercolors are used, but it don't matter. I like layering, I like blending. I usually like smoother blends. I like watching other watercolor artists that, you know, can do gray and pink and purple and blue and whatevers, and then it comes out and it's just this still beautiful face with all these harsh, you know, harsher lines, dry lines and stuff, which it looks beautiful. I can't seem to do that when I'm painting. Like, I can't just leave it be. I gotta blend the shit out and blend it out and blend it out. And if I don't like it, then I have to bring in something else to blend it out even better. So to make it look as smooth as I can. That could just be something from tattooing that I've carried over also. Who fucking knows? Like a tattoo habit, you know? If you're a new painter, try not to be too hard on yourself if you fuck up. It's not a big deal. Be like Bob Ross and happy little mistake that bitch and turn it into a bush or a fucking tree or something. You might mess up and it ain't even a mess up. It's the new way that people do things, a new style, a new technique. So that's why we can't be hard on ourselves, especially when creating. You just have to go with it. If we, as artists, didn't do some of the weird shit we did, we probably wouldn't have some of the creations we have, because we'd be keeping ourselves in some little box that didn't allow us to really explore. I do like these greens though. You can see them? Yeah, I guess you could see them. As I've mentioned before, I do like to watch usually some type of movie or something that I've already seen that I know pretty well when I'm painting. 80s movies, of course. Fucking killer classics. Not just the killer classics, but you know what I mean. Really can't mess with the 80s. Such a different aesthetic, such a different feel and vibe and everything. Anyways, being that YouTube has free movies sometimes that pop up and tease me, like this week was Dirty Dancing. I saw Grease was on there too, but Dirty Dancing for sure. I've watched that bitch about 3 times this week. And not that I couldn't find it on Hulu or some shit, right? But being that it's free on YouTube, why do I feel obligated like I have to watch it as many times as humanly possible before it goes away? Before they start charging me for it. Do you guys do that too? That's just me? That's cool. It could be just me. there's any life situations you guys are dealing with that are tough, let me know. If you want to talk about it. If I can try to give you a different perspective on it to make it easier on you, I will. Now that I finished that honey dragon painting I was talking about, I've been kind of contemplating doing some other dragon themed, spice themed dragons, herb themed dragons. You know what I mean? I know honey's not a spice or an herb, but you get it. I didn't want to say condiment. I'm not going to do a fucking mayonnaise dragon. Do you know what I mean? Hello, Izzy. How are you? Yeah, so not fucking mayonnaise and mustard dragon. Though, mustard dragon wouldn't be, them yellows might be kind of fun. Don't worry, Izzy. I'm not going to do a ketchup dragon. But yeah, doing some more, like, I don't know what, cayenne pepper dragon and shit. Like, my dog's already named after a spice, kind of. I mean, it is a spice, but that's not why he's named that. A cinnamon dragon? I don't know. Some nature-connected dragons? Of course I need to do a mushroom dragon. That's pretty fucking obvious, I think. So many ideas, so little time. It's finally cooling down here near Orlando. I say finally like I'm super excited about it. I'm kind of excited about it, but I like the warm weather. I just know my ass is gonna be freezing here in a couple months. Because it does get like 40s here. But the fall weather and the change in weather is kind of nice. I just hate to see my sunshine go. Or my super hot temperatures, I should say. Sunshine is here anyways. Oh wow, Izzy, that's awesome. Thank you for that. That's quite a compliment. I appreciate that very much. All we can do is inspire each other, right? That's what I aim to do, if nothing else. Inspire you to be a better version of yourself. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If there's any other insight you can give us, Izzy, from a creator's standpoint, please don't hesitate to let us know. Izzy does music and has a super dope page that I very much encourage you guys to go check out and listen to. It is some refreshingly real music, let me tell you. It's unique, it just flows, it has like a lo-fi, chill, galactic, ethereal type sound. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but that is how I would describe it. It just gives you the feels, and it's good stuff, and I like how different it is and unique it is, so go check out Izzy's page if you get a minute. I mean, that's okay. We can still share and, you know, like I said, inspire and promote each other a little bit as artists too. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't mind. Maybe I'll be in your songs, you know? You never know. Is there like purples in the Luna Moth? It kind of looks like there is. Some yellow. Well, if there wasn't, there is about to be anyway. Cross promotion, you already know. Especially when it's good stuff, you know what I'm saying? If your music wasn't so lovely, I wouldn't share it, you know? Definitely some purple. I'm thinking like a bluish lavender for the moon. Or yellow would look good. I don't know. This is like the hardest part of trying to decide what to do on these things, I'm telling you. But, I mean, the basic stuff I wanted to talk about, I did tonight. Ooh, 33:33 on the time as I said that too. You know, just making sure that you don't silence your own voice and make sure you are listening to yourself and really hearing and seeing yourself, no matter if it's reflecting immediately back to you from whoever you think should be hearing and seeing you and supporting you. Like I said, if you guys aren't on the same vibe and they're just not a supportive person, if they're not, you know, expressing themselves how they should and they've got some type of feeling about life in general, then they don't deserve to see your creations or hear what you have to say. So just know that there's other people meant for you to share that magic with you. You know what I mean? Your tribe, if you will. But your communal tribe, not just your close-knit tribe. Your tribe of supporters, of fans, of, you know, clients, whatever it is. I'm so grateful for my clients, so. Oh yeah. A paint sipping music or a puffin paint and sip in music or something, that would be quite an event. That would be a lot of fun. Especially if we could incorporate some kind of like black light or glow paint in there, you know what I mean? And have like a, you know how they do black light bowling, but have like a black light event? That would be cool. That sounds like fun. Let's get it together, Izzy. Let's do it. I'm ready. But yeah, I've been thinking about something like that. I think would be a lot of fun. I can't find paint nights like I used to anymore, even within the tattoo shops. Like, we used to have paint nights all the time together. And I know some do still. My friend Ty in Arizona, excuse me, Sentient Tattoo in Tempe, Arizona. That shop is just lovely. If you're out there, go check it out. One of the most zen shops I've ever been to. And the creative vibes there, the creative people there, it's just ridiculous how talented they are and how lovely they are too. So, but they have wonderful paint nights, and I wish I was closer to be able to go, but if I'm not finding what I need near me, then I'll have to create it. So I really want to hone down and get something together like that, and I am moving here shortly. I'm very close to being in the position where I'll be able to do that within the next, hopefully the next few months. So of course I'll advertise for that. Just keep a lookout if you guys would maybe want to do something similar. If you'd want to participate. I can't talk and paint at the same time sometimes. But I think it'd be a lot of fun for sure. Shit, maybe I can carry it to some different states. We could do some different state events and stuff like that. Sounds good. Let's chat. So. Just want to make sure you guys are seeing yourselves, as I said. Having faith, having unwavering faith and confidence in yourself, your skill, your talent, your whatever it is very, very important, because not trying to rely on other people to get recognition from them is only going to hurt you. You know what I mean? Give yourself that recognition. And then you will start to receive it. It'll start to reflect around you instead of chasing or searching for validation. Maybe too strong of a word, but you know what I mean. From other people, just that you're being seen and heard and are good. You don't need that. Wake up with that within yourself every day, and then your outer reality will start to reflect that. When you let go of all of it, really. So, I think I'm going to pull a card now. And wrap it up. It's been kind of a slower, quiet one. Did some nice greens. I'm kind of glad I started painting these moths. Now I'm probably finished painting this page tonight. So, my beautiful spellcasting cards. We'll pull one of these and see whatever other advice may be from Great Spirit for tonight. And I'll leave you guys with that until next week. I'll be at the shop tomorrow. I do have a little bit of time if you want to get something done. I have some designs available. And then, or just come check out the shop. I can't wait to get my murals painted in there so you guys can come see that also. I have a private room. So if you do have a private tattoo or you're a bit more shy about getting tattooed, you can just not worry about that and come and we'll shut the door and just have a private session with some beautiful soul music and take care of all of your tattoo needs. So, all right, let me do a good shuffle here. How did I know this was gonna come out again? Oh my God, y'all. It came out last week. I'm gonna pull another one. Love came out last week too. Love is in the air for sure. Is it not Izzy, finding your person? Am I right or am I right? So I'm gonna read love again, but I'm gonna pull another one too because I just felt like that was gonna come out again. I mean, I didn't do the greatest of shuffling, but I did shuffle and that was last week. So, and I've shuffled since then. All right. So maybe there's a couple messages, a reminder of love, I guess, loving yourself that we need. Ooh, psychic abilities. Look at those colors. That third eye, bruh, is opening. If it's not already opened, it's opening more. Maybe you're more connecting with yourself or that's what you need to do. You know, loving yourself, psychic abilities isn't just to do with and travel just fell out for some reason. We'll just keep that guy over there. We only asked for the 2. But not necessarily having to do with speaking to past loved ones or ghosts or entities or spirits or whatever you want to call it. But it also has to do with being in tune with what's going on around you enough in the present moment that you can almost predict pretty much what's going to happen in each situation because you know how to control your energies and you know how to kind of control the room in a way, control the situation. You really do. If you carry those calm energies around you, it usually will radiate into any situation going on there. Anyways, stumble. Let me find love. We'll just do that again for the reminder. The love that you seek is waiting to be made manifest. You know when it arrives, for love always looks for the best in others and is recognized in an instant. Love is your true nature and is necessary for you to honor the compassion you feel in your heart. When you're true to yourself, your light shines brightly with divine love, nourishing you from within and inspiring those around you. Heartbreak, loss, and rejection has caused your heart chakra to shrink, and your fears have become guarded and defensive. No wonder I needed to read that again. Heartbreak, loss, and rejection. What were we just talking about? Being rejected by your community, by loved ones, by family, friends, people that you think should hear you and support you that maybe don't. You got to let it go, you guys, right? It's caused your heart chakra to shrink, and your fears have become guarded and defensive. So if you find yourself being reactive and in fear and in worry and in not the flow of creativeness and love, then you got to check yourself and switch your mindset back. But have faith, for a little magic will bring about the satisfaction your heart requires in order to be whole. Magical meanings are to work with a rose quartz crystal, accept and believe in who you are. It's safe for both to give and receive love. Honor your true feelings. I had to learn how to receive love, you guys. When I was younger, I just, whatever, situations that happen and yada yadas that were going on, you know, cause us to kind of shrink up in fear and have things, you know, we're not expressing ourselves as we should, not feeling loved as we should, and just not being as confident as we should as a kid. Like I said in the one video, when I was younger drawing my little houses, I didn't give a shit if I drew the house 15 times. I thought it was the dopest house I've ever drawn and the best painting ever. And then somehow when I got older, I started criticizing and judging myself and stopping the flow, right? So you just have to check yourself and make sure that you're switching that mindset and practicing making a habitual new mindset of what it needs to be. And honoring, there it is, your true feelings. Oh, of receiving love, that's what it was. So for somewhere in there, my point was that I didn't know how to receive love. And so I had to work it from myself initially, seriously. And then that radiated to other people that it just, I've had many lovely people in my life that I've, you know, maybe pushed away, or even, you know, guys a long time ago that I dated that were awesome that I just wasn't ready for because I didn't love myself as I should have, and I didn't know how to receive love. So I really had to learn that over these last 10 years, to be honest with you. How not to only, you know, we all wish for our person and our partner and whatever, but do you know how to receive that love when it comes to you? Do you know how to handle it? Okay, so are you mature enough for that? So that's part of it too. Anyway, psychic abilities, let's read that card and then I'll let you guys go for the night and you can have a lovely Thursday. LMNOP. I went the wrong way, like I don't know my alphabet. You're experiencing a great shift in your personal energy, and what you once found attractive no longer appeals to you as your sensitivity increases. Everything that you're feeling is entirely natural, for it's your wish and desire to evolve spiritually that has brought about these changes in you. As you connect with your angels and guides, practice meditation, say daily prayers, and live your truth. Again, speaking your truth, honoring your truth. These cards correlating lovely with each other and what we were speaking about. Your vibrational frequency raises to match that of which you now seek. Y'all, what we've been talking about this whole time. The psychic phenomena you've experienced is real. It's time to trust in the subtle messages of the spirit as new spiritual doorways open to awaken your psychic abilities. Magical meanings of this card are to trust your psychic gifts. So trust your intuition. You know what's up. You know how to follow it, but you've been clouded and jaded from other situations that you just need to push past the fear and listen to yourself and do what you need to do for yourself. Join a circle to open up your spiritual communication. A clairvoyant confirms the answers you seek. Maybe that's me today. Maybe you need to go talk with another one. Your intuition is correct, and this is your path. So absolutely beautiful messages today, you guys, with hopefully with what I've said, made sense with the cards too. And you guys had a good time. 45:45 as I said that on the timer. So thank you for hanging out with me while I did some greens. Greens being for the heart chakra on the Luna Moth. I would go look up the spiritual meaning of Luna Moth and check that out because I'm feeling some of you guys need to see that message too. And give yourself a little more love. The greens, the pinks, heart chakra all together. Communicate, spread your truth, and live in it. I love you guys. Have a great night. I'll see you next week.